Drew White with Access LaPorte County with another episode of This Week in LaPorte County, and back for a second appearance in a couple of weeks is Eric Williams of the Michigan City Special Events Department. And Eric, I know I talked to you a little bit. We would be remiss if we didn't really quickly talk about the Sculpture Festival. Went really, really well.
Yeah, that it did. Singing Sand Sculpting Festival, what a weekend it was. We had 17 amazing artists out there creating some of the most beautiful sculptures I've ever seen. Great food, great art craft merchandise vendors, and finally great weather. Weather was beautiful all 3 days. A little rough patch on Saturday night, but other than that, perfect event. It was a great time, and everybody seemed to enjoy themselves out there.
And again, kudos. I know we always joke with you guys. People think, oh, you've got about 5 or 6 big events over the course of the year, and you get to take the other 46 weeks off, but that is far from true. But the volunteers, the sculptors, everybody just came together, and I think that event really showcased what Michigan City is capable of.
It did, definitely, yeah. And a huge thank you to our volunteers. You know, everything that we asked, it was done. It was done with a smile on their faces, and we could not have made it through that weekend without their help. So any volunteers out there watching in, we appreciate everything you guys did this weekend, and it was a great time.
Most definitely. And no rest for the weary. Coming up this Saturday on Franklin Street, it is the Kitty Parade. Returning, it goes from Franklin. It's on Franklin Street between 7th Street and 4th Street, beginning at 11 a.m. But this is a parade it's meant for the kids.
It is, yeah. It's not in terms of size as big as the Patriotic Parade, obviously, but it's right up there in terms of importance. The kids come out, they show their patriotic spirit. Participation is, of course, free, and just as important as participating in the parade is participating in attendance. We want to line the street and have people cheering these kids on for their participation and showing them how much we appreciate them.
Right. Any new features in this year's parade from previous years?
No, we're going pretty much the same format, same concept we always have. Again, free to participate. At the end of the route, the parade route runs from 7th Street to 4th Street, so at the end of the route they will get a snack, usually a juice box and some kind of fruit snack, granola bar, something like that, participation ribbon, and then just having fun. That's the name of the game.
And again, this one really is about the kids, and it's one of those things I know that Terry has said in the past. Even if you haven't registered to participate, still come on out, and then you guys will find a place for the kids to participate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. You come out the morning of and you haven't signed up yet, we'll have a tent set up on the corner of 7th and Franklin. You just come over, you tell us you want to be in the Kitty Parade, and we'll get a spot in the lineup for you.
And again, most importantly, adults, don't think just because you're not in the parade that you're not necessary. It would be great to see the streets lined, doing encouragement for the kids coming down the parade route. But again, this is kind of a dress rehearsal, and I think we'll probably have you come back in next week. But real quick preview, coming up in 2 weeks on Saturday the 29th is the Patriotic Parade.
That it is. It's coming up quick. I tell you, the whole event season is going quick. I mean, I feel like it was just yesterday we were getting started on the planning for this, but Patriotic Parade, like I said, June 29th, traditional route down Franklin Street that goes from 10th Street to Ames Field. We're closing in on 100 entries again, and I'm sure in the days before, as we typically do, we'll get some more added onto that. So it should be a great lineup. Lots of new entries this year. A lot of the same traditional ones that we love to see in the first responders, municipal band, the high school band, all of those things. So should be a great parade with a lot of the traditional ones and a lot of new ones to keep it fresh and exciting.
And we will, again, hopefully have either you or Terry back next week, talk a little bit more about the details for the parade. Real quick, did want to call attention to 2 other events that are coming up this week. The first is coming up on Wednesday, the 19th. It is the second day of the Juneteenth celebration here in Michigan City at Charles Westcott Park. That goes from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Saturday, June 22nd, it is the 100th anniversary of the town of Trail Creek. There is going to be a celebration from noon until 8 p.m. at Nelson Park, and then there is the adult after party for those that wish to partake from 4 to 8 at the Moose. After this interview, we will have information for both of those events for you guys to learn a little bit more about those things. But the summer is in full steam ahead mode. And Eric, I want to thank you for stopping by, telling us a little bit about the Kitty Parade that's coming up on Saturday. And Eric will not be a stranger to this week in LaPorte County. But until next time, I'm Drew White. He's Eric Williams. We'll talk to you soon.